By the time this gets uploaded, and by the time, like, you know, some WWE events happen, I might be proven wrong, but this is exactly
3x.
This is exactly how I felt when I saw what happened when it happened. Say it, WWE fans, WWE sheep. Say it. Who owns the broken gimmick? Say it. Anthem Media. Anthem Media owns the broken gimmick. Say it! Anthem Media, after me. Anthem Media owns the broken gimmick. Say it 3 times. What is going on, everyone? This is your boy, the MC Tammer 1, Tanveer Syed, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon, here to bring you his thoughts on Slammiversary 2017. Okay, first of all, we had, I believe, 8 matches on the card. Okay, now I'll just give my overall thoughts, because, like, you know, with pay-per-view, it's hard to, like, you know, rewind forward and all that, and, like, it's a bit awkward for, like, you know, basically big 3-hour events which are loaded with matches. So it's easier to give, you know, thoughts, and besides, there's somewhere I have to be in a little bit. But yeah, the low point of the show. Let's get to the low point of the show. Let's get this out of the way first. The low point of the show was the EC3 match, EC3 James Storm match. Not because of how it ended, because of the rest of the match. Because the way James Storm was selling EC3, was selling it, like, you expected, like, tables and all that. You expected them to really go at each other. The ending, however, I believe the ending will sort of lead up to, like, you know, even a stronger babyface push of James Storm, because people are really behind James Storm. And, like, this will solidify EC3 even more as a heel. Especially, like, EC3 hit the Angel's wings, you know, in the end. Like, so I don't know what to make of that, but like I said before, with Impact Wrestling, I'm willing to be a bit more patient. And because more often than not, Impact Wrestling has actually delivered. More often than not. I'm not saying all the time, but more often than not, Impact Wrestling has delivered when you're patient with them. Okay. Now, there's so many high points of the match. Yes, the opening match was it was like, you know, for the tag title match, it was unannounced, like, or unbuilt, basically. And yeah, I liked the match. I liked it. It was spot fest, but it was the perfect match to actually. No, I mean, sorry. It was a very good match to get people fired up for the event. Yes, there were some botches, and yes, that killed the momentum a little bit of the entire match. But overall, I'd say it was a pretty good. It was a pretty solid match. It had everyone's adrenaline pumping. But as expected, LAX won. Next, Moose and D'Angelo Williams with I believe he had Gary Barnage and someone from the world of NASCAR come out with him, versus Eli Drake and Chris Adonis. First of all, I was very impressed with the performance of D'Angelo Williams. For a guy who stepped into a pro wrestling ring on pay-per-view for the first time, go look at the moves he has done. Standing moonsault, flying arm drags, and, like, dude, he even overshot the final splash through a table. His athletic ass actually overshot it. So, apart from that, I think the right result happened. Chris Adonis got pinned by D'Angelo Williams, and this is what I predicted will happen. Chris Adonis will get pinned by D'Angelo Williams. What I did not expect is D'Angelo Williams to put up this type of a performance. So kudos to him for that. Next, I'm sorry for missing a match. Okay, next, Low Key versus Sanjay Dutt, 2 out of 3 falls. Man, this was, I told you they were leaving a lot on the table. The Loki and Sanjay were leaving a lot on the table. And this is going to be more like a psychological type of match, more of a storytelling kind of match, more of a, like, you know, trying to outmaneuver each other kind of match. And this is exactly what it was. You know, from the first pinfall to the second pinfall to even the final pinfall, where Sanjay Dutt finally used the Hindu press and Loki finally busted out his Key Crusher 99. This was a very good match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay. The knockouts match. Oh my god. Rosemary, you have to stop doing this. You have to stop attracting your let's just say your fans who are infatuated with you into the hive so aggressively. Did you see that entrance? Oh my god. God, that was an entrance. You know what? Just for this match, and yes, she had a slightly different face paint. Just for this match, not 0.25 plus 0.5, despite the outcome, plus 0.5 to my final rating. The match wasn't the cleanest match, but still, overall, the way they protected Rosemary, I liked it. And like I said, Sienna had a decent showing. Sienna had somewhat of a like better than usual showing. But yeah, surprisingly, this match wasn't as bad as I thought, because I had very low expectations coming into this match. Okay, the Full Metal Mayhem match. Yes, there was blood. Angelina Love, I won't say bladed, but you know, she got busted open. There was a sick spot, which I liked, like, you know, pouring the thumbtacks into the mouth. But in the end, how this ended, I have a feeling this won't be the end of the feud. So I predicted right that Eddie Edwards and Thing are going to win, and Alicia Edwards are going to win. Okay, now does this feud continue, or does this feud stay on? No, sorry, or does this feud, like, you know, end right here? We'll see about that. Okay, wait, let me retrace. Am I missing something? I talked about the EC3 strap match. I talked about Moose. I talked about the opening match. I talked about EC3 Moose, the opening match, GFW title, GFW women's match, X title match. There might be one match I'm missing. I'm sorry. Let's go in order. I'm sorry, guys. I freestyle a lot of my thoughts videos. Okay, so just give me a moment. LAX match, EC3 match, Moose Taylor Williams. X Division match. 2 out of 3 falls. Yes, 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, guys, if I missed anything, just let me know in the comment section below. Okay, now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about the Scott Steiner match in the end, because I have a point to drive home with this. The main event was actually pretty damn good. Was actually pretty damn good. Like, you have Bobby Lashley busting out some moves. You have you know, the El Patron and the storyline thing. You have the families get, like, you know, like, I mean, like, the entourage is coming out and everything. And this match, like, I would like to say this is perhaps a new era, the beginning of a new era in the in the history of Impact, and more so the turbulent recent history of Impact. This is a new chapter. Hopefully, this will lead to a more stable phase of Impact Wrestling. Okay. The way the match ended, I wasn't too dissatisfied. Like I predicted, El Patron would win, and El Patron won. Okay. Now let's get to. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one match. Oh no. I think I talked about all of them. Okay. Now let's get to the Scott Steiner. Now let's get to the Scott Steiner, Josh Matthews versus JB and Joseph Parks match. Okay. Like I predicted, Abyss would come out and perhaps pin Josh Matthews. Now, Abyss would come out and Josh Matthews would get pinned. Good Lord, I did not expect this to happen. And by the way, one more thing. Shout out to the commentary team. You know what? Impact Wrestling, retain Don West as a permanent commentator and replace Josh Matthews. Fuck Josh Matthews. Fuck him. Replace Josh Matthews with Don West. Okay. And the other ESPN guy, was actually pretty good as well. Okay. Now, this match. Good Lord! From the point they went to the back, to the point where Joseph Parks and JB were running away, to the point where there were Scott Steiner and Josh Matthews were looking to chase these fat asses, and Scott Steiner looking to chase these fat asses, and then they got shot by the big foam of fire extinguisher, and Scott Steiner inhaling it and breathing it out, and then they're finding out they got teleported to some other location. So it's the mist of teleportation now. The 5 Ts, the mist of teleportation. Okay. Then the hillbilly from the Great War and the hillbilly from the Total Nonstop Deletion. He came out like Big Papa, oh hell yeah, and then Scott Steiner beating him up, going GTA style, and Scott Steiner chasing the fat asses. Says, yeah, you fat asses. Let's see which one of you make it to the buffet line the fastest. And then them splitting up, Scott Steiner beating up Joseph Parks and sending him into through a door into some sort of a room or something. Okay, then JB backdropping Josh Matthews into the swimming pool, and JB hitting a front flip plancha into the swimming pool, and then from within the swimming pool, Shark Boy emerging. Okay, and then from in the room, going back to Joseph Parks, Father James Mitchell returning and bringing the Abyss mask. Guys, you could hear the holy shit chants. There were even some "this is awesome" chants as they brought it back into the ring. And even the point where Abyss came out, Shark Boy came out, Scott Steiner hit the belt by suplexes, Abyss came out, hit the black hole slam on Josh Matthews onto the thumbtacks. Kudos to him for that. JB hit the frog splash and taking the thumbtacks with his hands. Kudos to him as well. Guys, admit it. This was the Broken Brilliance without the trademark elements, but with the randomness and the magic. This was the Broken Brilliance. Yes, you did not have Vanguard 1. You did not have the fireworks. But you had the truck, and you had the truck driver, and you had the random appearances as well. So wait, who was behind the creative again? Guys, I'm not saying with any solid proof, but I am basically trying to come to a strong suggestion based on what I deem conclusive circumstantial evidence. How come JB is involved with all these scenes? I'm like, you know what? I think JB is one of the lead masterminds in the creative in all this. So once again, WWE, who owns the broken gimmick? Say it! Anthem Media owns the broken gimmick. Say it 3 times. And admit it. Alright, that's now. This show, I have PlayStation View. I still don't know how to order pay-per-view on PlayStation View, but I can also I have also access to the Fight Fight TV website, which you can access through your computer, and you can pay through PayPal. Now I've heard on actual pay-per-view this is $50, but on the Fight TV app this is $40. So like going by the Fight TV price, I would say it is worth $40. But I'm sorry, this is not worth $50. For it to be worth $50, there just one more thing was missing. That really big appearance, or the stage grandeur, the grand presentation. I would say that slightly short of $50. Maybe, I would put the limit on $40, not more than $40. So, Fight TV viewers, I'm pretty sure you're, I would presume you're satisfied. I was not paying $50 for this one. Sorry. Like, had I paid $50, but first of all, I could not pay $50 because I don't, like I said, with PlayStation View, I don't know how to order pay-per-views, and I don't think they even carry this. So, like I said, my only option was basically the Fight TV. So, but if I had to pay $50, I would not pay it. I would with the Fight TV $40, I'm satisfied. I'm good with that. All right. And my overall show rating, considering, basically perspective of, let's say people who watch on Fight TV, I would give this show an 8 out of 10 plus the 0.5 Rosemary thing, so I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Alright, guys, let me know what you thought about in this show in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at TanTiger01. Thank you if you already have. This is the MC Time 1 side, the Bengal Dragon signing out.